Okay, it is day 13. I honestly did not think I was gonna make it this long. Dang it, my hair's not quite long enough for that. Um, those online styles. Whew. I did not think I was gonna make it to day 13 when I originally started this because I would drink, oh my gosh, look at me changing my terminology. I would drink kind of like probably upwards of like 500 to 700 milligrams of coffee a day or caffeine a day, whether it be like coffee with like espresso in it, or I've even learned like different type, like stronger shots that will give you more caffeine. If you go to Starbucks and order like a blonde or a strata shot, you'll get more caffeine in that than you will kind of like regular coffee. So I've kind of like learned those tricks over time to kind of like save myself. I didn't think I would see the point of not relying on coffee at all. I still feel like fatigued in the sense of like just like not bouncing as much as I usually do. But I'm learning that that's kind of like okay. It's kind of also forced me to like reset my mind on like the boundaries I have. So I'm not overdoing it with not doing it with like overdoing it with like other commitments, which has been really helpful. Um, I'm grateful that I've kind of learned not to overdo it. There, it's been like a growth experience. I don't know if I would do this again, but it makes me more mindful of not doing like just not drinking as much caffeine, because I felt like more peace and like more mindful in my body, even like as I get closer to final season and get closer to being like physically exhausted. I've been like just more aware of like my friends want to go out, I can say no, or like just recognizing that I don't have to be at everything, and if I am, it's okay not to be on 10. That's more of like a social emotional skill. That's not really like a how does your body feel, but I feel like that's something I probably would have learned about if I hadn't done this detox. So yeah, I am also getting ready to go out in like a couple hours as well to like revive this hair. Because I need to wash it, but I'm being kind of lazy in that sense. But I definitely want to be more mindful of the amount of caffeine I drink and just kind of how I'm feeling. Am I like drinking it because I need it, or am I drinking it more of like out of enjoyment, if you will? That's kind of what I want to work on being more aware of, as even as like I go back to drinking coffee, because I don't see myself not drinking coffee like long term. It's also something like my nana used to give me coffee when I was a wee tot, so that's also part of that side here, but I really like enjoy coffee, so I know it won't be like getting rid of it entirely, but kind of like figuring out like how can I have it, and moderation is really important to me. Also, I really liked having clear skin because I don't have to wear as much makeup. So I'm very, very grateful for that. It's just been kind of like a cool experience overall, to see how much I've grown and to see how much like my body has changed. I've also lost like 3 pounds, and again, I'm attributing that to like there being like less sugar in my diet. Yeah. Also, one thing about healthcare workers is we live in like the same hairstyle, ponytail, bun, ribbons, kind of like whatever. Because like we have literally no one to be cute for the patients. Crazy. But it's just made me more aware. Also, it's made me more aware of like other things I'm doing, whether it be like not sleeping or acting like sleep isn't important. It's just made me hyper aware of kind of like the things I do to myself and to my body. which I'm really grateful to say I've had that experience. And I just want to make sure that I'm treating my body better and like respecting my, like, I respect myself, of course, but I want to make sure that I'm respecting how I feel and how like my body is reacting to certain things. So all things considered, I think this has been like really useful. I know I still have to shoot like day 14 and talk about how I feel then, but I just like wanted to have this like kind of like time reflection. This is definitely like an experiment that like will stay with me for longer than I probably ever thought it would. So yeah, it's definitely been cool. I'm very grateful to have done this. Yeah, I'm really grateful for this like assignment. I'm grateful I chose to do it. Yeah, I'll see you for day 14.